George is a consummate leader. He's passionate, suffers no fools, he's tough. He's a man of integrity. He's a man of his word.
He is incredibly influential as a leader.
George leads by example. He doesn't just tell you what to do, he does it himself.
He has been very influential for many, many people, including myself.
George Hirsch is one of the founding fathers of New York Roadrunners. He's someone who really has provided a bridge to the very beginning of this organization.
He has been an incredible behind-the-scenes supporter of running since the beginning.
New York Roadrunners organization would not be where it is today, or not even close, if it wasn't for George's involvement from literally day one.
George has been a tremendous member of New York Roadrunners as a runner, a member of the board, a contributor to the leadership for many, many years.
George has definitely influenced the next generation, starting with me. I mean, he's been an incredible mentor. To watch him is to get a master class in diplomacy and leading with integrity.
To see how George has impacted the sport of running, all you have to do is show up at any running-related event. You'll just see the swarms of people hovering around George. He seems to know everybody.
He's a runner himself, so he's always at the races, support. If he's not actually running, he's supporting and inspiring and cheering and just knows everybody, knows, cheering you by name.
And he's always been very upfront about New York Roadrunners being more than the marathon. Most people know us for, we are, the organization that puts on the TCS New York City Marathon, but we do so much more. And he's always been a supporter of what we do with the youth and the importance of bringing the community together beyond that one race.
One of George's greatest strengths that keeps him so vibrant and young in many ways is he's constantly learning. And I think that's very much the approach he's always had at New York Roadrunners, which is let's evolve and let's be what the community needs us to be.
George started with Life magazine, and then he was the founder of New York magazine. He was a group publisher of Runner's World and the founding publisher of Men's Health.
We worked together on the creation of the Italy Run, and then I have the pride of having started the knighthood process.
This is somebody who has created the sport of running as we know it today.
As a writer, as a commentator, and as a runner himself, he understands the sport and he wants to pass the generation to generation in many ways.
I was there to see if they could actually close down roads in 5 boroughs to run this race. And I should have known that with people like George behind it, it could happen.
George is our idol of how we want to kind of live later in life.
At the age of 44, George ran his best marathon, which was a 2:38, just over 6 minutes a mile for 26.2 miles, which is astounding.
Love seeing George at the finish line of races. And it could be everything from the New York City Marathon to some of our smaller races. To see him at the finish line is to see an individual fully in their element, just enjoying life.
His passion for running is unparalleled. I've never seen anything else like it in the industry or all the runners I've known over all the years.
George knows that you have to have something different. You're going to bring something different to the world and make sure you do it with excellence. And that's what he practiced and that's what he stood for.
George's legacy will be the indispensable man. He is someone without whom this wouldn't have happened. There's no way that New York Roadrunners could be what it is.
When you meet George, his smile is real.
My life is better because George has been in it.